right. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the 4th round of International Virtual Drift Championship. We have Rodion Bobilev at the line, ready to start. And off he goes. Into the first zone, very nice and clean. As he goes and transitions, also very nice. Getting that wall. Oh, and he straightens a little bit. Well, that didn't go to plan. Let's hope his second run will be better. Off the line goes Bobilev. Transitions into the first clipping zone, very nice. To the second one. Definitely very nice as well. Into third. Oh, and as he breaks, he pulls it out, and very nice from Bobby Lev. Into the 6th, 7th. Very nice. Definitely a clean run from Bobby Lev, but could do some improvements. We wait for the judges. .52 for Rodion Bobilev. Now Artem Kolesnik to the line. Let's see if he can put on a better show. Let's just say like that. Off the line he goes. Definitely could have went a little bit deeper, but definitely very nice. Oh, and too much angle in my opinion. That might hurt his points a little bit. Into the roundabout, very nice. As he transitions, also very nice from him. To 7th lip and the 8th. Definitely get some minus points for that massive angle, but let's hope his second run will be a little bit better. 46 on the board. First clip he goes, definitely would need a little bit closer. Then, oh, and he's hit the wall. Very unfortunate, but hey, at least he got some points. Now, Ahmed Al-Subagha to the line. And off he goes. First clip, very nice. On the edge of the track, just how the judges would like. Could have went deeper a little bit there. But very nice run so far from Ahmed. As the roundabout he goes into it, very nice as well. To 6th clip, 7th, very nice. And into the last he goes. Very clean run from Ahmed. .67 on the board. Putting him in top 1 so far. Very nice proximity into the first clip. To the second he could have went a little bit deeper, but definitely fine. Third, he goes into the roundabout, and oh, that might be one wheel off the track. Very clean in that one. 7th, also very clean, great proximity to the wall and into the last outer zone. Very nice from Ahmed. A 55. Gregory Andreev to the line. Very nice in practice. Let's just hope he can get a very good qualifying run now. Off the line. Very nice into the first outer zone. Very clean so far. Oh, and he's hit the wall. Unfortunate. Let's hope run 2 is going to be way better. Line he goes for his second run. Very nice. So far from Andreev. Onto the roundabout he goes. Very nice. Into the 6th. Very good proximity to all the walls and clips. Very clean run from Andreev. Let's see how many points. But just taking a while on this one. An 80 Georgy Andreev. Now Stanislav Tarasov to the start line. And off he goes. Very nice, almost touching the wall into the first clip. Then into the second one, also very nice proximity. Third clip, also very nice. Into the roundabout he goes. On the edge of the track. Wow. Into the sixth clip, very nice as well. Seventh, almost tagging the wall, but just not quite. Then into the final clip, and wow, very nice run. See how many points. An 89. Let's see if he can do better on his second run or not. Very clean initiation. Very smooth run so far. Into the roundabout. Just like last run, on the edge of the track. Into sixth he goes. Into the seventh. Also very nice. Almost hitting the wall. And into the final outside zone. Very nice. An 87. Stanislav is definitely going to be very happy with his results today. Andrei Popov to the line now. And off he goes. Very nice. Oh, and he's overshot it, going 2 wheels off the track. Sadly, that's a 0 for Popov. Let's hope his second run will be a little bit better. Off he goes again. Let's see. He can get some points on the board. Very big angle trend initiation. Flying with danger there, almost hitting the wall. A little bit shallow on that zone. And oh, is he going to save it? Is he going to save it? Not the best run we've seen today. Not sure if that's gonna get him any points. 25 on the board. He's not gonna be happy with that, but hey, at least he tried. Gustavo Ferreria, I think. I'm sorry if I say any of these surnames and names bad. So yeah, my apologies. But to the line he goes. And off he goes. GR86. Let's see if he can get good score. Very shallow line, and oh, he might have gone into the no-go zone, which might render him a 0. Very shallow on most of that zones. Not going to be a lot, but let's see if he can get a better run on his second. $37 on the board. He's not going to be happy with that. Now he knows he has to get something better, or else he's not making it through qualifying. Almost hitting the wall on that outer zone. To the roundabout he goes. Just about making it on the edge. Transitions to outer zone 6. Then to 7. And the final zone, it would definitely be better than his 37, but how much better, who knows. Now 40 on the board. Now Victor goes to the line. And off he goes. Sloppy run so far. Oh, and he's hit the wall. 0. Sadly. But he's going to have to try a little bit more harder on run 2 now. Off he goes. Lots of angle on that initiation. Flirting with danger on that wall, almost hitting it. Going into the roundabout now, just tapping the wall a little bit. Just about missing that one clip. Then he goes into 6, very shallow. Very shallow on the 7th as well. And just about touching the 8th. $57 on the board for Victor. There's group 1 done. Now we're going to get ready for group 2. Alright, Bortnikov, Sergey to the line, going now. Pretty nice initiation. A little bit of decel. Into the roundabout he goes, and not the cleanest, but he makes it. Alright, to the 6th and to the 7th. Pretty shallow, could have went a little bit deeper. To the 8th, pretty nice. Gonna have to do just a tad bit better on his second run. As for now, he got 61. And off the line he goes again. To the first clip, very nice, way better than first run. Very nice into outer zone 2. Outer zone 3 and into the roundabout. Not the cleanest, but as well he makes it. Points will be deducted there. Into the 6th, also very nice. Into the 7th, pretty nice as well. And to the final clip, also very nice. Could be better than his first run, but not by a lot. As the roundabout definitely will take away a lot of his points. .64. Now to the line, Kuskov Alexander. Let's see what he is capable of, and off the line he goes. Oh, very shallow there. Just tags the wall just a tad bit there. Barely makes it into the outer zone. Into the roundabout he goes. Pretty nice. Ooh, putting on a lot of angle there. Judges won't like that. Into the 6th outer zone he goes. Transitioning into the 7th. Oh, and he hits the wall, rendering him a 0. Well, he probably knows his mistakes now and is going to have to go 100% aggressive for his second run. And off the line he goes. Pretty clean initiation, could have went just a tad bit deeper. Very nice into outside zone 2. Oh, overcooking it a little bit, had to do a very big correction there. Into the roundabout he goes, taking out pretty nice. Flirting with danger on outside zone 6, almost hitting the wall. Outside zone 7 definitely could have used a little bit more depth, and outside zone 8. .38 for Kuskov Alexander. He's not going to be happy with that, but Kevin Ostatek to the line. And off he goes. Let's see if he can get a high score on the board. Initiation on the outside, hitting 2 wheels possibly on the no-go zone. Oh, taking the very wrong trajectory, rendering him a very, very big 0. Let's open run 2. He drives the actual trajectory. And some difficulties for Kevin, and that might render him another 0, putting 2 zeros on the board for him. being moved to health group now. So let's hope he can get a better score in health group. Now, Semen Novikov to the line with a very nice looking G87 M2 BMW. Let's hope he can get a good score on the board. And off he goes. Initiating into the first clip. Pretty alright. Now into outside zone 2, very nice. Into outside zone 3, going into the roundabout. Very nice in the roundabout, I must say. Then into outer zone 6, just a tad bit short, maybe forgot the gear shift or something. Very nice into outside zone 7, and just about tagging outside zone 8. He's definitely gonna have to do something better for his second run. Definitely knows where he's gone wrong, and an 82 on the board either way. Off he goes. Let's see if he can score in the high 90s or if he's gonna stay in the low 80s. Initiating, very nice, flirting with danger, almost hitting the wall. Very deep into outside zone 2, outside zone 3, very nice. Into the roundabout he goes. Also very nice from him. Now into outside zone 6, very nice as well. Ooh, almost hitting the wall again. And into outside zone 8, very nice from Novikov, I think. A 90 on the board for him. Wow, very nice. Congrats. Bogdan Grinko to the line. Let's see if he can get the same result as Semen. And off he goes. The edge of the track. Oh, and he tags the wall, putting him very much offline. Let's see if he can save it, and he pretty much saves it, getting into the roundabout. Taking all the clips, not that deep into them, into outside zone 6 pretty well. Into 7 as well, very nice. And into 8, just about tagging the wall. A very 50-50 run from Bogdan. Let's see if he can get anything better on run 2. .48 on the board. Let's hope he can get something better. As he initiates, very nice. Going onto the edge of the track, then transitioning into outside zone 3, going into the roundabout, tagging the wall, putting him a little bit offline. Then he transitions into that 6 outer zone, a little bit short on the first half, then into 7, very close to the wall. And very close to the wall on the 8th clipping zone. Very nice. A 58 on the board for Bogdan. Now Vitaly Hanoi, I think. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm not too good with surnames. Now off the line he goes. Pretty alright transition. Oh, and he's overcooked it a little bit, putting 2 wheels off the track. That might be a 0 for him. Very shallow in those few zones, and very shallow on outside zone 8. Not the best, but might put some points on the board for him. $39 points. Vitaly, let's hope he gets something way better on run 2. As he initiates. Pretty shallow. To outside zone 2. He went just a tad bit deeper, pretty much missing outside zone 3. Into the roundabout he goes, and ooh, losing a lot of speed and putting maybe 1 or 2 wheels off the track, and yep, 0 points for Vitaly. He's definitely not going to be happy with that. Oh well. Getting ready now. Into a short break we go. Alright, welcome back. Break time is over. Group 3 is getting ready bit by bit. And the first runs for Group 3 are going to start in a moment. Alright. You're up. Go again. To the start line. And off he goes. .52 on the board for Seraphim on his first run. Having some problems on my end. Pretty well onto the outside zone 2. Into the roundabout he goes. Outside zone 7, very nice. Into the final zone. .65 on the board for Seraphim. Quickly rejoining. Off he goes. Into the very nice, into third, into the roundabout he goes. Very nice on the edge of the roundabout. To outside zone 6 he goes. Into the 7, very nice as well. And into outside zone 8. Could have went just a tad bit deeper, but other than that, from what I saw, a very nice run. Off he goes again. Very nice on initiation. Into outside zone 2. Very nice as well. Very nice on outside zone 3 and into the roundabout. Very nice, pretty much on the edge of the roundabout. To outside zone 6. Tapping the left foot brake just a tad bit. Into outside zone 7, very nice as well. And into the final zone, very nice. First run 72 and on his second run 79 points. Going to be very happy with that. Mikhaili to start line. And off he goes. Initiating. Very nice. Taking a very safe run. Second zone also taken. Into the roundabout. Oh, and he just about misses it. Ouch. Oh, and he straightens. Very sad for Mikali, but that is unfortunately a 0. Let's hope run 2 is going to be a little bit better. Alright, to the start line, and off he goes. Initiating. Ooh, a little bit shallow on the first zone. Into second, also just a tad bit shallow. Very nice on outside zone 3. Into the roundabout it goes and misses one of the tipping points. Transitions into outside zone 6. Very close there, almost hitting the wall. Very nice onto outside zone 7 and very nice in outside zone 8. '55. Now Mark Dressler to the start line. And a beautiful E36. Drift HQ inspired livery. Very nice. Let's see what he can do. And off the line he goes. Very aggressive, but just a little bit too aggressive from Mark. Let's hope he doesn't go this aggressive on his run too, as that will render him another 0. The start line he approaches, and off he goes. Very aggressive, but just about misses. Oh, too much angle. Taking outside zone 3, going into the roundabout, missing one of the zones and decelerating a lot. And outside zone 7, definitely could have went a little bit deeper, and outside zone 8. Not the best we've seen today, but 48 on the board nonetheless. And that is group 3 done. So now another break, and group 4 will be starting shortly. A double initiation is rendering him a 0, sadly. Other than that, wow, a very nice run. If he can, if he can get rid of the double initiation, he would definitely get quite a lot of points, in my opinion. To the start line he goes. Let's hope he can forget the double initiation, do just one initiation, and get a boatload of points. And off he goes. This time he didn't double initiate, and oh, he's overcooked it. Ah, that's very sad for Abdullah Rahman. Better luck next time. Was doing very well in practice. Now F Doherty to the line. And off he goes. Rowing through the gears. Just about missing outside zone 1 and maybe even going 2 wheels into the no-go zone. A little bit shallow on outside zone 3. Just about making it to the roundabout. Shallow on the first half of outside zone 6. Very nice on outside zone 7. Almost straightening before outside zone 8, but just about takes it. $43 on the board. Let's hope he can get something better on run 2. Ooh, very sloppy initiation. Just about makes it to outside zone 2. Very shallow on outside zone 3. Maybe even misses it. Very nice on the roundabout. Very shallow on the final roundabout clip. Outside zone 6 is very nice. Very deep on outside zone 7. And very nice on outside zone 8. Just tapping the 38. Sadly, he didn't get a better result. Next round, he can get something better. Vladimir Krotov to the line in his SLS AMG Mercedes. Very clean looking black, grey and purple Mercedes. Let's hope he can get a good result. And off the line he goes. Very nice initiation from Krotov. It's outside zone 2. Very nice, almost hitting the wall, but not quite. Very nice on outside zone 3. Going into the roundabout with very good precision. Into outside zone 6 he goes, just a tad bit shallow. Outside zone 7, very nice. And outside zone 8 also very, very nice. Seems like a pretty good result is going towards Krotov. To start line he goes. An 89 for his first run. Let's hope his second run can be even better. Very nice and aggressive initiation. Hitting that rev limiter, almost straightening on outside zone 2. Very shallow on outside zone 3, but makes it into the roundabout perfectly. On the edge of the track. Very nice on outside zone 6. Transitioning into outside zone 7, almost hitting the wall. And very nice on outside zone 8. A 77 and an 89 for Krotov. Very nice. Now Edgar Tomasevic to the line. And off he goes. Very nice initiation from Edgar into second outside zone. Also very nice. Just misses outside zone 3. Into the roundabout he goes. Just almost overcooks it, but manages to save it. A lot of angle on outside zone 6. Very nice on outside zone 7. And into outside zone 8. Definitely could make a few minor improvements. 60 on the board for Edgar. Let's hope he knows what to fix, and we'll go way more aggressive on run 2. And off he goes. Very nice initiation, almost tagging the wall. Very nice onto outside zone 2, going very deep. Outside zone 3 is also very nice. Into the roundabout it goes with very good precision, almost touching the edge of the track. Into outside zone 6 he goes. Very nice. Into outside zone 7, also very nice. And outside zone 8, very nice. Just tagging the wall there. Across the finish line. Very nice run from Edgar. Another 60 for Edgar. Oh, 61. My apologies. Nikolaev Kirill to the start line. A very beautiful Toyota Supra. Was doing very well in practice earlier, so let's hope he can get a good run. And off he goes. Ooh, misses outside zone 1. Ooh, is that almost 2 wheels? Might not be, but outside zone 2 was clean nonetheless. Outside zone 3 also a little bit sloppy on the roundabout, but just about saves it. Very nice into outside zone 6. Little bit shallow in outside zone 7. And just about takes outside zone 8, almost straightening. A 45 on the board. Let's hope he can get a better result on run 2. He knows what to fix and what to keep. The start line he goes, and he's off. Very nice initiation. Very nice on outside zone 2. Had a bit shallow on outside zone 3. Could have went just a teeny tiny bit more further in. Other than that, this run is looking very nice. And outside zone 8, oh, hitting the wall. And will he get more than a 45? A 0. Now Alexander Adamovich to the line, and off he goes. The beautiful Nissan 180 SX. Very nice on initiation. Outside zone 2, very nice. Could have went a little bit deep on outside zone 3, just a tad bit shallow. Roundabout section, very well taken. Very safe run from Alexander. Outside zone 7, very nice also. And just about takes outside zone 8. Nonetheless, a very safe and clean run from Alexander. Let's hope run 2 will be a little bit more aggressive. and put more points on the board. A 72 for his first run. Let's hope he can get an 80 on 85 or something. Off he goes. Very nice on initiation. Almost hitting the wall, but didn't. Outside zone 2, also very nice. Little bit shallow on outside zone 3. Takes the roundabout very nicely. Very nice on outside zone 6. Also very nice on outside zone 7. And pretty well on outside zone 8. A very equal run to his first. 76. Very nice for Alexander. Alright, practice has stopped and Group 5 are starting their runs shortly. Tuzovsky, Daniel to the line. Alright, to the line he goes for the first run of Group 5. Let's see if he can put down a good run. And off he goes. Pretty clean initiation. Sliding to outside zone 2. A little bit shallow there. A little bit shallow on outside zone 3, but taking the roundabout very nicely. Just about missing the final zone of the roundabout. Into outside zone 7 he goes. And outside zone 8. A very safe run for Tusovsky. Putting him a 70 on the board. Which is very nice. Let's hope he can go for a 75 on 80 even. And off he goes. Going through the gears. And initiates, wow, just about tapping the wall. Going a little bit shallow into outside zone 2. So all hitting the wall, putting him very much offline. This might render his run unchaseable. But so far he's going, oh, and it is unfortunately a 0. Now, the Howard going to the line. A very good looking Nissan Silvia S14. Now off the line he goes. Let's see what he can put on the table for us. Initiating, very nice. A little bit shallow on outside zone 2. Very nice into outside zone 3. Just about taking the roundabout, almost straightening in the process. Shallow on the first half of outside zone 6. Very nice on outside zone 7. And outside zone 8 also fulfilled. Also a safe run for Howard. .66 on the board for his first run. Let's hope he goes a little bit more aggressive on his second run now. Off he goes. And very nice into outside zone 2. Very nice into outside zone 3 as well. Missing the first clip of the roundabout, but other than that, very nice from Howard. A little bit shallow on outside zone 6. Very nice on outside zone 7. And very nice on outside zone 8. Possibly could be a better run. 68. Very nice. Vitaly Isayev to the start line. And off he goes. Very nice initiation from Vitaly. Very nice into outside zone 2. Very nice into outside zone 3 as well. Taking the roundabout on the edge. Very nice. Outside zone 6 as well. Outside zone 7 also fulfilled very nicely. Same with outside zone 8. A 91 for his first run. Wow. Let's hope he can get even more on his second run. Very nice onto outside zone 2. pretty well on outside zone 3. Almost overcooks it, but definitely saves it. Into outside zone 6. And into 7 very nicely. And into outside zone 8. Well done to Vitaly. An 80 for his second run. Now Nikolay Groshev to the start line. Very nice initiation from him. Going to almost the edge of the track. Very deep onto outside zone 2. Very nice on outside zone 3 as well. Takes the roundabout very well. Almost hits the wall going into outside zone 6. And takes outside zone 8. Going for his second run now. .91 for his first run, also very nice. After line he goes for his second run. Almost overcooks it, but it's very well done. To outside zone 3 very nicely. Taking the roundabout very well. To outside zone 6 and 7 also very nice. Oh, tapping the wall. Might have done a correction there and into outside zone 8. And a 360 to finish off his run. .77. Lucas to the start line now. Off he goes for his first run. Very nice so far. Safe run nonetheless. Might have put on a little bit too much angle and went out of the track, sadly. Going to the start line for his second run now. And off he goes for run 2. Ooh. A little bit of a correction there from Lucas. Very nice on outside zone 3, and ooh, just about saves it, but a lot of corrections so far. A lot of left foot braking and deceleration from Lucas, which is not what the judges want. A 45 on the board for him. Now, Pavel to the start line. An MK4 Toyota Supra. Very good looking, and off he goes. Very aggressive initiation. On the edge of the track, takes outside zone 2 very well. Same with outside zone 3, just tagging the wall a little bit, causing him to decel a little bit too much. Outside zone 6 build very nicely. A little bit shallow on outside zone 7. And very nice on outside zone 8. An 83 for his first run. Let's see if he can get something better or not. And off he goes. Another very aggressive initiation from Pavel into outside zone 2 and into 3. Very nice. A little bit shallow on outside zone 3 maybe. Oh, almost goes out of the track. Just about saves it to outside zone 6 and 7. Well done. And outside zone 8 taken very well as well. But maybe there were some flaws as a 71 for his second run. Dennis to start line now. And off he goes. So a very aggressive initiation from Dennis. A little bit shallow on outside zone 2. A little bit shallow on outside zone 3 as well. And he's took a little bit too much speed into the roundabout. As Dennis goes to the start line for his second run. And off he goes. A little bit shallow on the first outside zone. A little bit shallow on the second outside zone as well. Also a little bit shallow on outside zone 3, but takes the roundabout pretty nicely. Had a bit short of outside zone 6. Outside zone 7 taken pretty nicely, and just about takes outside zone 8. Might not be a 0, but it won't be a lot as well. .45 and on the board for Dennis. Now Jakub Bartko to the start line. And off he goes. Very nice initiation, and oh! Carries a little bit too much speed and hits the wall and goes off track, sadly. Let's hope run 2 is going to be a little bit better for Jakub. And off he goes. Definitely doing a safe run, but very nice on outside zone 2. Misses outside zone 3. Takes the roundabout, just about missing the final roundabout clip. Then goes into outside zone 6, very nicely. A little bit shallow on outside zone 7. And takes outside zone 8. Definitely a safe run, just to get some points in the bag. A 71, nonetheless. Very nice indeed. Now, Gytis Jatulevicius heading to the start line. And off he goes for his first run. Very aggressive initiation into outside zone 2 very nicely. And into the roundabout, putting a little bit too much angle in my opinion. Now into outside zone 6 and 7. Pretty well done. And into outside zone 8, almost hitting the wall. First run puts a 78 on the board for Gitas. Let's hope his second run gets him some more. Very nice initiation. Little bit shallow on outside zone 2, but very nice on outside zone 3 nonetheless. Going to the track border on the roundabout, very nicely done by Gitas. Takes outside zone 6 and 7 very well. Everything's going according to plan for Gitas, and takes outside zone 8 very well. '81 for his second run. I think Gitas will definitely be very happy with that. Now Simakov Alexander to the line, and off he goes. Goes initiating, putting on a little bit too much angle maybe. Misses outside zone 3, but gets into the roundabout just about. Very shallow in all those clipping zones. Outside zone 6 taken pretty well. A little bit shallow on outside zone 7, and a tad bit shallow on outside zone 8, granting him a 45 for his first run. Let's hope he can get a better score on run 2. And off he goes. Initiating, missing first flipping zone into outside zone 2. A little bit shallow on outside zone 3. Into the roundabout. Very shallow in all those flipping zones as well. Oh, and he hits the wall, causing him to strain out. And yep, that grants him a 0 for his second run, which is very unfortunate. And as of that, group 5 is now done, and a small break is to be done. All right. Practice has stopped, and Vladislav Yakulin to the line. The first run of Group 6. Start line he is. Waiting for the go signal, and off he goes. Very nice initiation, riding along the wall. Very nice into outside zone 2. Seems like a very promising run. Very nice on outside zone 3. Onto the roundabout. Very nicely done by Vladislav. Just a tad bit shallow on outside zone 6. Very nice on outside zone 7. And into outside zone 8 he goes. Definitely a very nice run. A 95 for his first run, putting him in P1 of qualifying. Wow. Let's just hope he can stay in first place. See if he can do anything better. And off he goes. Very nice initiation once again. Into outside zone 2, almost hitting the wall, but not quite. Wow, very nice into outside zone 3. Onto the roundabout he goes, taking all those clipping zones very nicely. Into outside zone 6, going as he should this time. Very nice into outside zone 7, and into outside zone 8. Wow, very, very nice runs from Vladislav. A 97 to the board. Wow. Insane. Now, Denis Mazkinov to the start line. My bad if I'm saying any of the surnames wrong once again. And off he goes. Very aggressive initiation. A little bit shallow on outside zone 2. Also shallow on outside zone 3. But takes a few of the roundabout clipping points to outside zone 6. Just about misses outside zone 7, and into outside zone 8 he goes. Definitely a safe run from Denis. Let's hope for run 2 he goes a little bit more aggressive. A 57 to the board for his first run. Off the line he goes. Let's see if he can get a better result or not. Very clean initiation nonetheless. And oh, just a little bit too aggressive. Putting a 0 on his second run. Now Matej Oravec to the start line. And off he goes. Very nice initiation, also just rubbing against the wall. Very nice into outside zone 2. Also very clean into outside zone 3. Just about overcooked it. Might went 2 wheels off track. But other than that, into outside zone 6 and 7 very well. And into the final clipping zone. Definitely a very nice run, but might get points deducted for the roundabout. Yep, a 68 on the board. If he can just do the roundabout as the judges want, he could definitely get. And off he goes. Very clean initiation once again. Very nice into outside zone 2, almost hitting the wall. Very deep into outside zone 3 and almost overcooked it, but might have just decelerated a little bit too much, which might also deduct points. Very nice on outside zone 6 and 7. And to outside zone 3 he goes. Ooh, just tagging the wall without any corrections. Very nice. A 76 for Matej Oravec. And that's Group 6 done. Small break, and Group 7 will be driving shortly. Alright, practice has stopped for Group 7. And they're going to be starting their runs in just a short moment. Alexander Element to the start line to lead off Group 7 with their first run. He's waiting at the start line for the go-ahead. And he gets the green light and he goes. Very clean initiation from Alexander on the edge of the track. Outside zone 3 also taken very well. Now the roundabout as well, very well done. Just a tad bit shallow on the first half of outside zone 6, but very nice on outside zone 7. Into outside zone 8 he goes, very well. Always a good time watching Alexander Element. A very good driver nonetheless. As he goes back to the start line for his second run. A 95 for his first run. Let's see if he can improve or if he'll go lower than 95 for his second run. Off the line he goes, and very nice initiation. As he goes to outside zone 2, also very nicely done. Outside zone 3 taken perfectly. Onto the roundabout, very nice. Wheels always on the third line for the clips. Same with outside zone 6 and 7. And into outside zone 8 he goes, and wow. Definitely a very nice run. And 98, putting him into first position for qualifying so far. Wow. Now, German Kolubev, I think. Sorry if I'm saying it incorrectly. But as he goes to the line, waits for the go-ahead, and he's off. Very nice initiation as well. A few wobbles here and there, but nothing too major. A little bit shallow on outside zone 3. Takes the roundabout very well. To outside zone 6 he goes, also very nice, taking the clipping point very well. Outside zone 7 and 8 are also taken very well by German. Goes back to the start line for a second run. 77 on the board for his first run. Let's hope he can get something better for his second. Off he goes, going through the gears, and very nice initiation, riding along the wall. To outside zone 2, just a tad bit shallow there. Could have went a little bit more deeper. Same with outside zone 3, but taken well nonetheless. Takes the roundabout very well. Outside zone 6, very nice. Outside zone 7 taken also very nicely. And just a tad bit shallow on outside zone 8. A 69 for his second run. Now, Viktor Bondarenko to the start line. And off he goes. Very nice initiation, just a little bit shallow on the first clip, then very nice on the second outside zone. A little bit shallow on the third outside zone. Takes the roundabout, but just gets a little bit too much angle. Missing a few of the clipping zones, also missing outside zone 6. Very shallow on outside zone 7. And completely misses outside zone 8. Can definitely do better on his second run, so let's hope he does. 37 for his first run. He's definitely not going to be happy with that. Now he is determined for a better run. And off he goes. Very nice initiate. Oh, and he puts too much angle and spins. Sadly, that is a 0 for Victor. Now Zaid Abu Hussein to the start line in a GR86. Let's see if he can get a good run in. Definitely a very nice initiation. Very nice on outside zone 2. Blended on outside zone 3. Takes the roundabout very well. As he transitions into 6th outside zone, also very nice. Taking 7th outside zone very nicely as well. Same with outside zone 8. .52 for his first run. Let's hope he can do something better for his second run. We'll definitely know what to correct now and where he went wrong. And off he goes. A bit shallow on the first zone after initiation. Also slightly shallow on second and third outside zone, and oh, that might cause him a lot of points deduction, as definitely one wheel went over the track line. Other than that, outside zone 6 and 7 are collected, and outside zone 8 is also taken. Putting him 47 on the board. That, but better than a 0. As for that, Group 7 is now done, and a short break ensues. Practice is now stopped for Group 8. And the runs are going to start shortly. And Trepov, off he goes. A little bit shallow on outside zone 2. Almost misses outside zone 3, just about takes it. The roundabout is very clean nonetheless, going to the track border. Misses outside zone 6 almost entirely. Takes a tad bit of outside zone 7 and just about hits outside zone 8. Nonetheless, a very, very safe run for Antropov. Let's hope his second run gets him something better. And a 65 for his first run. He initiates, very nice initiation. Goes into outside zone 2, a little bit shallow from my perspective. A little bit shallow outside zone 3 as well. But takes the roundabout very nicely. Takes half outside zone 6, and then outside zone 7 as well. And takes outside zone 8. If it's an improvement, I'm not sure, but still, definitely some points are going to be made. A 68, a very, very minor improvement to his first run. Now, Anton Ansiferov to the start line, and off he goes. Off he goes, and oh, just overshoots it a little bit too much, going off track and granting him a 0 for his first run. Now he's forced to do a safe run, and let's hope he gets some points on the board. Off he goes, oh, and he hits the wall and gets put off track and line. Very sad for Anton. I hope he does better next round. Now, Roman Fedorov going in his BMW M2. And off he goes. Very nice on initiation, going all the way to the track border, pretty much. Very nice onto outside zone 2 and 3. Oh, starts straightening a little bit. Used probably too much brake, but takes those zones either way. Takes outside zone 6 and 7 pretty well. And outside zone 8. Definitely going to have some points deducted for almost straining out. Let's hope for run 2 he does not strain out that much. .64 for his first run, and off he goes for his second run now. Pretty nice initiation. Then off he goes. Outside zone 2 and 3. Definitely very nice. Still playing it safe. Takes the roundabout very well. A little bit shallow on outside zone 6. Very nice on outside zone 7. And into outside zone 8 he goes. Definitely also a safe run nonetheless. 70 on the board. Might just be enough to get past qualifying. Let's gotta hope and see. Now Lubos Moravec to the line. In a very good looking Toyota A90. Some difficulties, possibly, as Lubos goes back to the start line. And off he goes. Very nice. And oh, starts straining out a little bit. Big correction. Oh, and 0 for double initiation. Let's hope for his second run he does not do a double initiation. Off he goes. Pretty good initiation nonetheless. Losing a little bit of speed into outside zone 2. A little bit shallow on outside zone 3. That upsets the line and does not get any of the clipping points from the roundabout. A little bit shallow on outside zone 6 as well as 7. And does not take outside zone 8. 43 nonetheless. Now Almiri to start line. Very good looking S14, and off he goes. Very aggressive initiation going to the border of the track. Very nice into outside zone 2 as well as outside zone 3. Very nice, but possibly brakes just a little bit too much, which might cause some point deduction. But other than that, the roundabout was very nice. Same with outside zone 6 and 7. Into outside zone 8 he goes. And very clean run. Maybe some mistakes here and there, but definitely a good run nonetheless. .68 on the board for Almiri. And off he goes for his second run. Let's hope he can improve. Very nice initiation. But the judges did not like something, as he has been granted a 0 for a double initiation. So that is pretty sad, but still a 68 for his first run. And yep. Now Kevin Hostain to the start line. Let's see what he's capable of. Off he goes, going through the gears, and definitely a very nice initiation. Into outside zone 2 and 3, just a little bit shallow on third. Into the roundabout he goes, so pretty nice run. Into outside zone 6 he goes, and a little bit shallow on outside zone 7. And takes outside zone 8. Definitely a safe run from Kevin. 75 nonetheless. Let's hope he can go for an 80 also for his second run. He initiates a very nice initiation. Oh, just tags the wall there, but didn't upset the line much. Goes into the roundabout. Just short of the final roundabout clipping zone. To outside zone 6 he goes. And 7. Definitely very nice. And into outside zone 8. A very equal run to his first. Guessing it will grant him a very similar result. Oh, even worse apparently, 45. And that's Group 8 done with. Now on to Group 9. Short break ensues. seems like practice has stopped for Group 9 and they are getting ready to do their first runs. Thus to the line. Ooh, just a little bit too much speed on his initiation, causing him to go off track, which renders him a 0 for his first run. Shoots over start line a little bit. Now he's going for his second run. Ooh, overcooks it also and hits the wall. Very sad for Stas. Better luck next time. Now to the line goes Jaba. And off he goes. Very aggressive initiation, but a little bit too aggressive maybe. As he went over the track border and got a 0. Let's hope his second run is going to be a little bit better. He's using what's left of his first run for a little bit more practice to get a feel for the track. As he goes to the start line and off he goes. Very aggressive on initiation, going right to the border of the track. Very clean. It's a little bit shallow on outside zone 3, but makes it to the roundabout. Very nice from Jaba so far. Takes outside zone 6 and 7 very well. And goes into the final zone. Just taps the wall a little bit. Definitely a very clean run. Now Dave Marks to the start line. And off he goes. Very nice to outside zone 2. Also very nice into outside zone 3. Oh, might have overcooked it just a little bit, but manages to save it. That might be points deducted. A little bit shallow on the first half of outside zone 6. Misses outside zone 7. And takes outside zone 8 very well. Goes back to the start line for his second run. 44. Sadly. Let's hope he can do something better for his second run. Didn't go to pits, going on warm tires. Let's hope that gives him the grip he needs to complete the track. Outside zone 2, pretty nice. A little bit shallow on outside zone 3. Misses a few of the clipping points in the roundabout. takes outside zone 6 and 7 very well. And just about hits outside zone 8. A 50 for Dave Marks. Now Alexander Severiuk to start line. The Mercedes-Benz AMG. Definitely one of the... And after start line he goes. Initiates very aggressive initiation. Into outside zone 2, very nice. Into outside zone 3 as well, very well done by Alexander. Takes the roundabout very nicely as well. A little bit shallow on outside zone 6. Takes outside zone 7 very well. Same with outside zone 8. Definitely a clean run. Oh, a handed 360 to finish off. 89 for his first run. Let's see if he can improve. Off the start line he goes. Ooh, hitting the wall just a little bit. Into outside zone 2, flirting with danger. Thought he was going to hit the wall there. Goes into the roundabout. Fills all the clipping zones. It's very nice to see. Outside zone 6 and 7 are taken quite well. Same with outside zone 8. Almost hitting the wall there. Finishing his run with a 360. And his second run runs him a 90-point run. Wow, very nice, definitely. Matvey to the start line. Let's see what Matvey is capable of. Ooh, missing outside zone 1. Ooh, hitting the wall, making him go very much offline. Which renders him a 0, as it probably counts as unchaseable, sadly. As it goes back to the start line once more. See if he can get anything other than a 0. Let's hope. And off he goes. Very, very aggressive initiation. Misses outside zone 2, sadly. But takes outside zone 3 just about. Goes into the roundabout. Takes a few of the zones. Maybe not ideally, but outside zone 6 and 7 are also taken. Not ideally, but... And takes outside zone 8 very well. 41 on the board for Matvey. Now Dmitry Shishkov to the start line. Very, very big spoiler on his Toyota Supra. So that gives him the downforce he needs to fulfill this track. And as he initiates, taking outside zone 1 very nicely. Tad bit shallow on outside zone 2, takes outside zone 3 very well. Into the roundabout he goes. Also very nice, just about missing outside zone 5. Also pretty shallow on outside zone 6, taking outside zone 7 very well. And taking outside zone 8. As he goes back to start line for his second run. 52 for his first run. Let's see what he can do for his second run. Very nice so far. A little bit shallow on outside zone 5. Takes outside zone 6 and 7 very nicely. And just about misses outside zone 8. 48 on the board for Dimitri. Let's hope that'll be enough. Group 9 is now done. And Group 10 will soon be driving. Alright. Practice is stopped for the 10th group. And runs are going to start shortly. I am too very nervous as I'm also driving. So, if anyone wants to wish me luck as well. Be very appreciated. Now, Igor Motrini to the start line. And off he goes. Very adequate initiation into outside zone 2 and 3. Could definitely go a little bit deeper, just taking out the roundabout very nicely. Into 7th zone, also very nice. Might have been a wall tap, and very nice on zone 8. Going back to the start line for his second run. .46 for his first run. Let's hope he can get something better. And off he goes. Very aggressive initiation into outside zone 2. And very nice into outside zone 3. Just a little bit too much, and he gets a 0, which is very unfortunate. Up next is Artem Kopka in a G82 M2, oh G87, whoops, my bad, BMW. Very clean looking, I must say. And off he goes. Very aggressive initiation into outside zone 2. Oh, flirting with danger there, just tapping the wall, just straightening almost into the roundabout he goes. Into outside zone 6, just a tad bit shallow. Outside zone 7, pretty alright, and just about taking outside zone 8. Definitely a safe run nonetheless. 40 points on the table for him. Let's hope he can get something way better for his second run. And off he goes. Very, very, very aggressive initiation right there. Very nice on outside zone 2. Just about misses outside zone 3. Misses the first clip of the roundabout, but other than that, takes them. Takes outside zone 6, but pretty shallow. Very snappy transition into the 8th clipping zone, and also pretty safe run. A 48, nonetheless. Now Konstantin to the line. And a very beautiful Toyota Altezza. One of the more definitely unique cars on the track today. And off he goes. Very aggressive initiation, almost a reverse entry. Yep, the judges counted it as a 0, sadly. That's a backward initiation. Let's hope he doesn't do any backward initiations for his second run. And off he goes. Also a very aggressive initiation, once again. Very nice into outside zone 2. Very nice into outside zone 3. Ooh, just barely hanging on to the track. very nice on outside zone 6 and 7. And into outside zone 8 he goes very clean from Konstantin. A 65 might be enough to get past through qualification. Now Artem to the start line in the A80 Toyota Supra. And off he goes. Very clean initiation. Outside zone 2, very nice. Same with outside zone 3. Ooh, just a little bit too much, putting 2 wheels off track. That might render him a 0 or a very, very fat point deduction. Other than that, definitely a clean but safe run from Artem. As he goes back to the start line for his second run, he got a 54 for his first run, and off he goes. Pretty aggressive initiation. Ooh, this might be a little bit too much, and he saves it, not hitting the wall. I definitely thought he was going to hit the wall on that one. Taking the roundabout. Very clean indeed. Takes outside zone 6 and 7 moderately well. And as he goes into outside zone 8, very nice. Giving him a 56 to the board. Now to the start line goes Alexander. And off goes Alexander. Definitely a very nice initiation from Alexander. Very nice on outside zone 2. Little bit shallow on outside zone 3, just about missing it. Ooh, 0 as he went over the track line, which is very unfortunate. Let's hope run 2 is going to be a little nicer to Alexander. And off he goes for his second run. Also a pretty aggressive initiation. Ooh, might have put one wheel off track, but I'm not sure, to be completely honest. Outside zone 2 and 3, pretty nice. Takes the roundabout, missed one clip of the roundabout. As transitions into 6th and 7th outer clips. Doing them moderately well. Just tapping the wall before outside zone 8. Giving him a 45. And now I go to the start line myself. Well, that didn't go too well, I must say. Alright, practice is now over for health group and runs are going to start shortly. EDF Nathan to the start line for his first run. And off he goes. Very aggressive initiation. Very nice into outside zone 2. Very nice into outside zone 3 as well. Taking the roundabout very nicely. Outside zone 6 and 7 also very well done. And very nice on outside zone 8. An 80 on the table for Nathan for his first run. Very nice. And off he goes for his second run. Very aggressive on his initiation as well. Second zone very nicely done as well. As long as third. Taking the roundabout very nicely also. But sadly, it's a 0 for double initiation. But still an 80 nonetheless. Now Kevin Ostatek. Ostatek. Sorry if I'm saying it incorrectly. That is my bad, my apologies. And Kevin is now going for his first run. Pretty late initiation from my eyes, and oh, just a little bit too much and hits the wall. Let's hope he one run. Okay. I was sitting to the start line in the 370Z. A very cool looking car. And off he goes. Pretty well done initiation. Very nice on outside zone 2. Outside zone 3 a little bit short of it. Taking the roundabout very nicely. And a pretty clean run nonetheless. Scoring him a 75. Let's see if he can get anything higher for his second run. Now off he goes. Very aggressive initiation, putting on loads of angle, going straight to the track border. Very nice on outside zone 2. A little bit shallow on outside zone 3, but just about takes it. Very, very nice on the roundabout, as he takes outside zone 6 and 7 also very well. And almost hits the wall on outside zone 8. And gets a 70 for his second run, which is definitely very good nonetheless. Roma Colosso to the start line. And off he goes. Very nice so far from Roma. Goes into the roundabout. Very nice. Into just a little bit short of outside zone 6. Takes 7th nicely, and 8th also very nice. But nonetheless, there were many corrections, so a 40. Let's hope he can get something better. And off he goes for his second run. Ooh, putting one wheel off the track and hits the wall. Sadly, that's a 0. Now, Nikita Staroseltev. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Not really good with surnames. But off they go. Very nice so far, but just maybe a little bit too much. Almost going out of the track. Very nice on outside zone 2. Just about misses outside zone 3, and that upsets the line. Doesn't get out the roundabout clips that well. Into outside zone 6 and 7. Also moderately well. Not the best. Could have went a little bit deeper and misses outside zone 8. They're going to have to go way more aggressive on their second run, as the first run only grants them 30 points, which is definitely not enough to get past qualifying. So now they have to aim for a 65 or higher, something along the lines of that. So let's see if they can get that much. Ooh, a little wobble there. Very nice on outside zone 3. Just about takes the roundabout clipping points. Not as deep as the judges maybe wanted them to go. And into outside zone 7 very nicely. And just about takes outside zone 8. 37. Very unfortunate. Now Pavel Galkin to the start line. The very mean looking F22. Off they go. Ooh. Very big wobble on initiation and into outside zone 2, which is going to take away a lot of their points. And a very massive wobble there as well, almost going straight. Takes that outside zone 6 and 7, very shallow on both of them. And takes outside zone 8 very well. Gets a 30 for the first run. Let's hope they know where they went wrong and what to do for their second run. And off they go. So far looks like a clean run. Ooh, almost hits the wall. Maybe got a little bit afraid and started to lose angle, which upsets the line into the roundabout. Into outside zone 7. A little bit shallow and just about takes outside zone 8, giving them a 25. Very unfortunate for Pavel. And that's health group done with, from what I know, and tandems are going to be held after a short break. See you in half an hour for tandem battles, and until then, just, you know, go grab a snack, something to eat, whilst you guys wait. And yeah, we'll be back to you soon with tandem battles.